Hello guys, today I want to discuss a PHP interview questions and the company name is Technofour Solution Delhi and I attended this interview on 22nd November 2022. So I want to share these questions and will try to give some answers for these questions. So they asked me what is the unset and unlink. So I said unset function is used to destroy a variable or remove a value from an array. So then they asked me, can you give me some example? So I told them, let us suppose we have an variable name is John, and if we use the unset function and we put variable dollar name inside the unset function and then we echo dollar name, so it will undefined the variable will get. This is for a single value. If if we want to use unset function in our array, so let us suppose we have a array 1 2 3, then we use the unset function and inside this dollar array, and if we put one index in the array and then print our array, then we'll get the output array 0, 0 index, the result will be 1, and 1 index we have already unset, so we won't get for that, and the another one is the second index and the value is 3. Then they asked me the what is the unlink. So I said unlink function is used when you want to delete the file from the file system. And for example, let us suppose we have one variable named dollar file and the file name is the example.txt. Then we'll use the if condition. If unlike file, if unlink file, then echo the file deleted successfully, else fail to delete the file. So we'll get the output as file deleted successfully. Then they asked me how do you start session. So I said session underscore start and then bracket. Then they asked me what are the super globals. So I said some predefined variable in PHP are super global, which means that they are always accessible regardless of scope, and you can access them from any function, class or file without having to do anything special. So then they immediately asked me, uh, can you tell some super global variable in PHP? So I said yes, underscore globals, dollar underscore server, dollar underscore request, dollar underscore post, dollar underscore get, dollar underscore files, dollar underscore env, cookies, session. Then they asked me what is the dollar underscore server. So I said dollar underscore server is a PHP super global variable which holds information about headers, path, and script location. So next question they ask me MySQL I underscore fetch underscore object. What this thing do with SQL? So I told them fetches the result row as an object. Then they asked me MySQL underscore fetch underscore array. So I said fetch a result row as associated array, a numeric array, or both. Then they asked me how do you know the exact size of file. So there is a function called file size underscore inside this file name.txt. So it will give file name in bytes. Then they asked me one of the famous question from PHP, what is the difference between require and require once. So I said require includes and evaluate the specific file. If the file is missing or the inclusion fails, it causes a fatal error. So For example, let us suppose we have a file name config.php, and we and we we write this thing in our code like the require and config.php1, and again if we write the same thing require config.php, then the output will get the config file include twice we'll get. Now require once. What is the require once? Require one function include and evaluate the specific file only once. If it is if it is called multiple time, the script will fail, or it will give the fatal error. So for example, we have a file config.php, echo config file included, then main script php require once config.php, again we are including same file config.php, so output will be only one config file included. They asked me what is a multiple inheritance in PHP. So I said multiple inheritance not possible in PHP. So I said PHP does not support multiple inheritance directly because a class in PHP can inherit from only one parent class. The restriction avoids the complexities and ambiguities of the diamond problem, which can occur in the multiple inheritance scenarios. So for example, so we use trait here. Like let us suppose we have a trait logger, and inside that we have a function log. Then we echo log dollar message. Again we let us suppose we made a another trait like notifier, so public function notify underscore message echo notification underscore message dollar message. Now we'll make a class name is user, and we'll use both the trait like logger and notifier. Public function create username, then if we echo user dollar name created, and we use the identifier this log trait and notify trait, and then we'll make a object for that, and dollar user equal to new user create user alias, and then we'll get the output like log created user alias and notification user alias has been updated. They asked me the constant in PHP. So I said constants are a powerful tool in PHP to define fixed value that remain consistent throughout our script. Constants are defined using the define function or the const keyword. In PHP, constants are identifier or name of simple values that cannot be changed once they are defined. Okay, they are often used to store fixed value that remain the same throughout the execution of the script, such as configuration values. Then then they asked me there is some magic constant in PHP. So can you share? So I said yes. These are the line, file, directory, functions, class, trait, method, and namespace. So these questions I could remember, and the interview date was on the 27 November 2022, and the company name was the Technofour Solution, Delhi. So I will share more videos regarding the interview questions. Till then, bye.